Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Janet, 319, 55 to Mike, 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
No.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's what I do. Boom. 22's coming, Mike. I got it. Like 22.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Rodgers, and it's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 88 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Let's go, team. Let's go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Dancing to his left. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try and run forward with Smith, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch the run. Hey, wahoo! 22, he's coming, 22.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Rodgers now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Rodgers going to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
That's the end of the first quarter. Jaguars 7.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
Rodgers now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's go.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. The Cardinals will take over at their 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Check. Oh, yeah.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Now third down and 14.
Green 18. Watch the screen. Pass. Check. Check 30. Check hot route.
Working from the gun. Rodgers.
36.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The drive will start with an option going left. He's going to have the first down past the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down carry by Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You better be afraid of him. Watch the safety green. Quick. Check. Check. Check 37. Echo.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Single.
Brings up 4th down.
Kill. Okay.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot down.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
It's second down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
56. Much 50. Get him. Delta. 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Right there. 56. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Joker Jones at the 6.
On first down, it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, check 24.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 27, Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
22, back 22. Here we go.
Rodgers now operating from the gun. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Rodgers now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Credit the tackle to Kylie Fitz, the former Utah Ute.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Murray now. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Flushed out right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's checking. Crash.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 15. Check 19.
Now it's Smith. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. The Cardinals on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Check.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the
Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette, a first down, still going. 31 yards there and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. After the turnover, here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Jump out. 319. Let him know.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Elliott. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. On the carry, here's Smith. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Cardinals first down
On play action, it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. This is Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long.
Let's get off the field. Check 24.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To try again after the sack. Murray escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They're all finished in the bout down in Houston. And give that one to the Texans as they wind up winners there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Touchdown, Jaguars!